Hola. It is Tania and I'm back with another lock video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about things I wish I knew before starting my lock journey. I started my lock journey on March 24th, 2015. So I'm coming up on my 4-year lock anniversary. However, I had already had about 4 years worth of hair on my head when I started my locks. I actually DIY'd my locks. I started my own locks and to my mom helping me with the nape area, this bottom area. We started the locks using a triangular grid pattern. Now, I mentioned triangular grid pattern, and for those who don't know, that's how you part your hair when when you're locking your hair. That's how you are parting your hair. There are different types of grid patterns, which I'm sure if you've been doing your research, you're aware of. My mom, when she started my locks in the back, she did her triangular parts a little bit smaller than mine. So it ended up with me having to combine a lot of the locks that she started. And that's a whole nother story, which I'll get into a little bit further into this video. However, I wanted to just tell you guys that I wish I would have known a little bit more about the gridding system when I started. Because had I known, I would have been less like, on, oh my God, it has to be this certain type of pattern. Because when you combine your locks, you lose that any damn way. So that is one thing I wish I knew. Another thing I wish I knew was about two-headed dragons, and that kind of goes along with the grid pattern. Like with me having to combine my locks, I combine mine by 2-strand twisting and putting a rubber band at the end. Now sometimes the rubber bands, they pop, and when they pop, the part that has not combined yet looks like a little two-headed dragon. And that, some people don't mind two-headed dragons, but I do not like two-headed dragons. So with that being said, I'm just like, you know what, I'm not going to, have this. I'll just go on and just continue to rubber band it up every time it pops. So I wish I would have done more research on how to avoid two-headed dragons when I first started my lock. Another thing I wish I would have known is how long it takes to maintain those locks. Oh my God, like when I had loose natural hair, it would take me literally the whole day. Locks can take you a long time too. You just don't have to maintain them as much as when you had loose natural hair. You know what I'm saying? So it takes me probably about 7 to 8 hours when I'm doing a wash, all of that, all the way down to my hair actually being maintained as far as interlocked or retwisted. It takes me a longer time to do it when I'm interlocking than just doing a light retwist. But I wish I would have known how much time it took, because I'm kind of lazy when it comes to my hair. My hair looks good now because I actually took the time to do it. But overall, I don't like doing a lot to my hair. Another thing I wish I would have known is how hot they can get. My hair sometimes feels like a mop, a blanket on the back of my neck, which is not really an issue in the wintertime. But whenever you are when you're in the summertime and you trying to sit up here and be cute and stuff and you sweating, having long locks on the back of your neck, no matter how cute you are, is miserable. So I wish I would have known that. Another thing I wish I would have known is, I wish I would have known how long it takes locks to dry. It takes my hair probably upwards of 24 hours to fully dry, if not longer, depending on what I have going on with it. And that being said, it kind of like rules your whole day. It like takes over your whole day and your process and all that. And I wish I would have known that, because I'm very like, look, let's just get this mess done. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I would have known how long it takes to dry. The thicker your locks are, usually the longer it takes to dry, the more you have going on with it. Like if you have it in a style, it will take you usually longer to dry because the air has to get to it. So keep that in mind when you're starting locks too. Another thing, probably the last thing, is I wish I would have done more research on thicker locks. Like I love how thick locks look. They're so cute. And if I would have done more research on thick locks, I probably would have started my locks a little bit thicker. I have about 120 locks, even though they're really thin. They're not really thin, but they're thinner than what I would like. But I would have started my locks thicker if I had done more research on them. But overall, those are basically the main things I wish I would have known whenever I was starting my locks, because it would have made my current journey a lot easier. But at the end of the day, I do not regret my decision. I love my locks. It's the best hair decision I've ever made. I don't know whether or not I would ever cut my locks, but even if I do, it won't be anytime soon. And overall, I encourage anyone who is thinking about locking their hair to just go for it. If you're concerned that you might want to comb them out, I wouldn't suggest interlocking them. Just start off retwisting, and you know, if you don't like them, you can always comb them out. But just try it out. There's so many different alternatives. If you don't want to go the, you know, actual real lock route, you can get lock extensions. You can do, as far as like adding like the locks to your own hair, you can get faux locks. Just try it out. Don't knock it until you try it. There's so many different types and variations of locks. Just do your research. But I promise you, if you try it out, you will not regret it. It's been one of the best decisions of my life. And to anyone who will be starting a lock journey in 2019, good vibes to you. And if you need any encouragement, my Instagram is going to be somewhere on the screen. You can definitely reach out to me and I can give you any advice going off of my experience. But overall, I hope everyone watching this has a blessed new year. And until the next lock video, I will see you guys next time.